Here we go. Let me get my blanket all fixed for you right quick. Oh, Lord. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Stay in Your Lane show right here with Gunner Lane. I'm Gunner. Lord have mercy, y'all. Y'all can tell I'm relaxed today on this episode. I ain't gonna go crazy. I'm just here for a good time. Honestly, Momo, hush. Sorry, my dog was like yawning. I don't know what she was doing. Anyways, welcome back. Like I mentioned, I just wanted to come on here for just a couple of minutes, just to kind of tell you about what's going on in life and how everything's going with my crazy life. I swear I'm going to write a book about it. I'm called Gunner Lane's My Crazy Life. I've already had AI work a thing out with me. So, at any rate, when I say AI, I'm just talking about ChatGPT. Anyways, though, welcome back. So, you're probably like, Gunner, where have you been? What's going on? What are you doing, Gunner? Like, why are you in this situation here? So, little backstory. When I started the podcast a couple months ago started back up, I was like, just saying, it's going to be something I'm just going to try out again. Just something I want to do to see if I really wanted to. Behind the scenes, I didn't talk really much about this on the podcast, but I was like, I really just want to, kind of see if it's something I miss, if I want to just kind of discontinue to do. Well, at any rate, I just decided last minute, I was like, well, I'll do it. And then I started going, like 6 weeks in a row. Enjoyed doing it. It was so much fun. However, though, I just realized, like, I have a lot of other things going on in my life. I didn't have a job at the moment. Not because I didn't want a job or nothing. Just kind of going through some stuff. Not only that, I just felt like maybe it was just I needed other things to do. So I just decided last minute, I'll do the podcast and do everything else. So I did the podcast for this couple of weeks, enjoyed doing it. Unfortunately, like I said, didn't have the job, was still looking for a job, had other things going on too, other activities, and I just kind of put this in the back burner. And I'm really upset with myself that I did that yet again. However, though, it happens. We all go through life. We all have things that doesn't go our way. I just wish there was more time in the world. I wish I had more time. And I say that, but yet some days I'm in bed early. Some days I'm not sitting doing anything and I have time to do stuff, but I don't want to do it. And I don't know why. So I said, well, Lord, I already got my pajamas on and I'm going to come over here and I'm going to sit down and I'm going to record another episode for y'all today. First of all, like I said, that happened. I want to apologize because I'm going to be honest with you. Yes, I'm going to upload content probably to the day I die. However, though, am I going to be consistent with every single podcast? No, I'm not. I can go ahead and tell you I'm not. And I'll tell you more reason, too, about that is, so, I finally got a job. That's another thing that's happened. The job has finally been secured, even though I just got a job offer a minute ago. However, though, I'm just like, when you work 40 hours plus and then come home, what do you really want to do most of the time? You want to go home and go to bed, relax. And for the last, like, maybe 3 or 4 years, 5 years probably, to be honest with you, I've kind of never just went home after work and chilled. I've always gotten off work, drove somewhere else, did something else, and then finally came home for the night at 10:30, get up at 5 a.m., do the same thing. That's the way my life's always kind of been, and to be honest with you. But I've kind of changed it up, and I've came home last couple of days. I started relaxing when I got off work, and it seems to really help me actually kind of calm down. However, though, I kind of just want to focus on the podcast more. Being honest with you, I really actually like doing this stuff. It's something that I will always want to do to the day I die. Not going crazy about it, not trying to act all bougie about it, but I enjoy actually talking into a microphone. And the funny thing is I never know what to talk about, but I always have something to say. Ain't that crazy? However, though, Very grateful that I'm actually, got the job. Very grateful that everything's working out, I guess, right now. Now, let me tell you what, this job, though, Gunner Scott, Lord, let me tell you, it is hot up in there, and I can't stand it some days, but it pays well, so I'm going to go ahead and continue doing it. So, yeah, that's kind of the thing right now is just keep going, keep grinding. And that's okay. Sometimes we all get where we don't want to do things, and there's nothing wrong with that. And, however, though, I want to actually start doing more. And, not trying to sound crazy about it, but it's the truth. Lord, what was I saying? Y'all, this is my problem is I get to talking to myself, and I'm not a big talker. That I'm devastating myself so badly right now. I like talking about my stuff going on, but I don't know how to explain it most of the time. So, yeah, that's just me. Anyways, though, we had that going on. That's over with. We're getting out of that topic now. I want to talk to you today because there's been other things going on, and I've had one of those days today where I'm like, why did it have to go wrong? Why? Because it's my day off. And it was supposed to be a good day. It was supposed to be a great day. I was going to have a great lunch, I thought. So let me get into it. There's a Chinese place in Russellville. There used to be it's in the former building of where Michael's Chinese is. I'm not going to legally say what the name of the business is now, but if you know where Michael's Chinese was back in the day, it's in that restaurant. Anyways, the Chinese restaurant that I went to today, I pull in there, and the first thing I see is cats everywhere. Not going to lie, there's cats all in the back parking area, and I was like, Lord have mercy, these cats. Why does it always work out cats at a Chinese restaurant? Never understood it, never will, but any rate, there's cats everywhere. And I'm like, Lord have mercy, look at the cats. Just overlooked it, never thought it was a funny joke. I was like, Lord, they gonna cook cat. Anyways, so I go and eat, and as I'm like looking at the food, I was like, this food don't look the best like it used to. But it's like packed in there, so I was like, everything looks pretty fresh. It just didn't look great. Anyways, I make me a plate, and I'm over here chewing on some sesame chicken. And when I say I'm chewing, I am chewing because, Lord, this chicken it's supposed to be nice and soft and swallow situation. Not, what the heck? It's just chewing like chewing gum, and I was like, this is disgusting. So I spit it out. I didn't make a big reaction over it. I was just like, this is nasty. So I spent well over $15 today for a buffet I didn't even really continue to eat much of. I ate a little bit on the plate, and then I was like, and then as I'm going to pay, my stomach just like turns on me, and I'm like, uh-oh. And it's like over there going, go to the bathroom. That's literally what it felt like. And I was like, oh gosh, I better go to the bathroom before I leave. So I go to this bathroom, y'all, and it's nasty, and it don't look good at all. And I'm like, what is going on with this building? Because this building, like I said, used to be the Michael's Chinese. And back in the day, wasn't a great building, but it wasn't a terrible building. And I'll never forget, like, going there as a kid with my dad, my family. We all used to go there and eat after Sunday dinner, or Sunday after church, and everything. And it was always good back then. It was never nothing terrible. But I get in there, and I'm just like, what's happening here? Because the building's, like, changed on the outside. They remodeled it since they opened it, a couple years ago. And it's like they've done some more construction inside. And everything looked cheap. And that just made me sad. And then I was like, oh, well, it is what it is. And then, like, it just stunk in there like pee. And I was like, maybe it's just me. And then next thing you know, I hear another woman, them sitting at a table, and I hear them over saying, that smells like pee over there. Or it smells like pee in here or something like that. And I was like, well, okay, maybe it's not just me. Because I don't want to be in a place, really, if it smells like pee. Anyways, though, I've already had my food at this point, so I ate it, went to the bathroom, don't feel good. My stomach hurt for a good 30, 45 minutes. Left from there, went to the Roxy because I had a show at the Roxy a couple weeks ago, or like a week ago, and some of my equipment's still over there, my podcast equipment. So I was like, okay, I need to go get that stuff for today. I get there, and my stomach's still just, oh, man. And I'm like, I'm going to have to go to the bathroom. I go in the men's bathroom at the Roxy, and the Roxy's bathroom is small for the men's. The women have it nice. The men don't. We have no, heat or nothing as the women, like the women do. But I go in there and the toilet just looks nasty as can be. Oh my God, y'all. It looks so nasty. And I said, I ain't using that toilet. Can't do it. Can't do it. So the Roxy's closed at the time, as you know, I'm saying this. Closed meaning it was not open for business at the time. And I decided to go to the women's restroom today. Use their restroom. Nice in there. Oh, let me tell you, it's nice. A nice little restroom. But I just was like, of course, you know, the way everything is, today's just not going my way. And then I come home and I've been up and down. And then I had on a nice outfit for everybody today so I could look all purty. Scratched that. I put on my shirt, my regular shirts, and I put on my sweatpants that I'm wearing. And I just, let me tell y'all, I've felt so much better since I've just kind of come home and relaxed. Because, you know, the thing is sometimes I just need to come home and chill. I don't need to come home and see everything going crazy and whatnot. But now I feel better. I feel great, actually. And that's another thing is you got to feel great. And I do. So, anyways, that's happened today. And I just don't know what else going on, you know. Going back to the job situation, I don't like my job as far as, you know, it being a plant. It's outdoors, it's hot, and I'm just like, oh, God, I don't want to do this. But, however, I can say it's not that terrible. It's easy. I mean, yeah, you got some stuff to do in here and there that's kind of hard to do, but it ain't a bad job. I don't want it to be my forever job. I will be honest about that, and I have been cleared with people at that job that this is not going to be my forever job. I want to be in an office or something like that situation. Truthfully, and I'm going to be honest here, I really don't want to continue this job as much as I do actually like it. There's other jobs that I want to do. And, however though, life's going to have to work itself out. I know I'm only 25 years old. I've kind of I got to let it be in God's timing and everything. But sometimes, you know, when you're my age right now, you already feel like you're behind because, like, look at me, for instance. I don't have a wife or nothing like that. I'm not married. I'm not, you know, trying to figure out everything like everybody else does. I don't have a 401k at the moment. I don't have the greatest savings in the world. There's a lot of things about me being 25 years old that I kind of just look back and regret, as to where like some of my friends are actually doing well, wives, kids, and here I am just filming a podcast. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't feel bad for myself either. It's my fault, if anything, but I'm not mad at myself either. I'm not upset, like, as far as like, you know, like I'm a failure. I don't think I'm a failure. I think it takes timing for more things to happen. And y'all, I just hope one day I can look back and says, oh my gosh, I look what all I've done. Look at my legacy now. And that's exactly what I don't want to be no Walter White legacy. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to be no Breaking Bad legacy. That ain't what I'm talking about. I'm talking about actually enjoying what I've done for a career. So when I'm dead one day, people can actually say, oh, he did the greatest job ever on the radio. Or, you know, he was a good one, you know, just something. It ain't got to be nothing crazy. So I'll be honest with you. I do want to still be in radio. I know it's kind of hard for people to think of sometimes with me because I get mixed feelings about me in radio. I feel like I would do great. And then I'm like, no, because I have a stuttering issue sometimes. And I hate how I can stutter and it just sucks. But at the same time, I'm like, I think if I was in that setting where I can actually try to, you know, be something, I think I'd be okay. So I'm just 50-50 on everything right now. And it's okay to be 50-50 on everything. I'm excited to know what I'm going to do, though, in the next 5 years from now. I'm setting these small goals. Me and my friend was talking the other day, and we're like, we're going to start setting small goals instead of long-term goals. And because, one, the reward's better. You get more rewards, first of all. Don't you want a reward every time you turn around? Me too. So there's nothing wrong with that. And I just think it'd be the best thing to do for me personally. So, yeah, I'm going to sit there and actually get these small goals going. And, yeah. Anyways, though, another topic is it has been hot up here in Alabama. Let me tell y'all what. Alabama, Lord, it is like hotter than a witch's titty right now because I don't know where I just came up with that. I don't know if I've ever heard of that before, but it just kind of came to my mind. but it's hotter than a witch's titty, and I just feel like this freaking heat is coming to get me. It rains, it stops, it rains again, it gets hot, and then all of a sudden it rains even more and gets hotter. So, I am sick and tired of everything like that. So yeah, I don't know what else to do when it comes to doing all that kind of stuff. With the heat, I can't. That's another problem being at the plant is it just gets so freaking hot, and I don't know. It's just the way it makes me feel sometimes, and I hate the way how it makes me feel, and I can't help how it makes me feel. But I can't do nothing else about it because at the end of the day, it's just so freaking hot, and I don't know what else to do when it comes to doing everything like that. Lord, I need to get off Facebook. My problem is here I am getting on Facebook. Today I posted a little topic with people, and I said, what's your favorite all-time TV show? It can be a classic, a comedy, a drama, a reality show, or something that you can binge watch right now. Bonus points if you can only pick one. I said currently, and this is true, I just finished up Better Call Saul. It just feels like I'm also a criminal right now as I was, watching it because it turns from great to dark. And same way with Breaking Bad, it was the same way. Walter White is a good guy. He's a really nice guy. And then you really want him to stay nice, but he still just keeps getting darker. And every time you don't mess with him. I'm looking at the camera and his face, if you're watching this on YouTube right now, it's funny how his face can, be like smiling and then all of a sudden he just. So, yeah, what I was trying to demonstrate people that's listening on other platforms is like making your face just go flat and have no emotion. And so you're just sitting there not knowing what to do next. So, yeah, I was trying it out. I don't think I'm good at that kind of role though. Who knows? Maybe one day Gunner might get some kind of, crazy deal to be on Better Call Gunner or something. Who knows with me? I want to do a TV show one day. I think it'd be pretty cool. Imagine being on a TV show. Just saying. I'm not saying I would be the greatest one, but just saying. Wouldn't it be cool? I don't know. I would really like to see what it'd be like to be on a TV show. I think it'd be fun. I saw the other day where Jim Parsons was like, yeah, I played Sheldon on 12 seasons, and I was absolutely miserable the whole time. Then why did you do it? Because here's my thing about that is if you're going to be on a damn TV show, okay, first of all, I get it. Sometimes you're playing these roles for hours and sometimes it gets old. But you had chances to say, no, I don't want to do it anymore. After, I think after your contract ends, after so many seasons or whatever you offer, you can tell them no. You said yes. Because you know why? You wanted to CHEQ so bad, like everybody else in the world. But now you're getting on here, and I think it's just another publicity stunt so he can get more money, So, personally, I think so. I could be wrong. I don't know. I just feel like maybe sometimes people do that just for the attention, as well as I do the Shrek stuff just for attention. I don't really like Shrek at all. Shrek was never a big part of my life. I never really cared. That video I put up, it was like a reel that's talking about, we all relate to like being like Shrek, not fitting in, whatever. Yeah, never related to him at all. Never. By the way, I'm joking, first of all. I get so mad when people get in my comment section sometimes, and I shouldn't let it because at the end of the day, it's just a comment, and I don't need to be over here being a jerk, possibly saying something. And for about a month, I haven't said nothing, but I had somebody swap up on my TikTok the other day about the Shrek video, whatever, and they're just like, yeah, Shrek's not real, so you can't relate to him. Okay, but yeah, maybe Shrek is not a considered real person. Congratulations. I'm glad you know that because I didn't either. Wow. But no, seriously, look at it. Obviously, he's not real, but obviously the people that made these stories, they're real people just as well as us. So obviously, yes, there's been things that has, people has been through. So yes, now you understand being judged. People get through that a lot, actually. So Lord have mercy. I don't know what to do with these people. I don't know why in the world they act like they're, I don't know, just is as it is. I don't know. Anyways, though, another thing I was going to talk about today is what was I going to talk about? Oh, business. Yeah, hold on one second. So, as you know, I'm a business owner, right? As well as working a job. I need to point that out because people are like, well, if you have a business, why do you need a job? Well, unfortunately, there's no money here in Alabama. So you have to actually do 2 jobs right now. The business is going good. I want it to go better. As I've offered party lights. Now, you see these lights behind me? These are my party lights. Some of my party lights. I use them for a lot of gigs and stuff. They're cool little lights, you know. Another thing is, though, is I really want to get into more of offering things. So I'm thinking about building a dance floor, adding some other little things as well. I almost even thought about buying flowers. Now, flowers is an investment more than a house nowadays, apparently. So I thought about doing some stuff with that. Who knows? You know, I just kind of want to have fun with it. Really actually work and make stuff great, you know. Who knows where this life's gonna go for me? I don't have any intentions of it going crazy, but I would love for it to, for it to all go crazy. I just want to get some guests on here more than anything. I will say this right quick. I'm going off topic again. I'm going back to the podcast because the business is okay. DJing's going great, whatever. One thing that I would like to kind of express more to myself, as much as I love my setup here, as much as I love doing all this, I think I might go back to a desk. And here's the reasons why I think that. First of all, this is nice. This is something I love. Actually, I actually do enjoy sitting at a couch or a chair or whatever and just kind of giving a heart-to-heart moment with you guys. However, though, I look at my little office space over there, my desk, where I've filmed multiple episodes of Stay in Your Lane. Not saying I want to film the desk, obviously, but I want to go back to that desktop. So, I'm not saying it to throw you off because, yes, I'm going to do podcasts like this still. However, though, on this channel, we're still going to be doing, I still need to get back into doing my like 80s nights and stuff. I really want to get back into that. So there might be some nights we go back towards the office desk again instead of being here because you have to remember I'm a jockey still. So disc jockey, excuse me, not a jockey, a disc jockey. I think there's a difference, but who knows? Anyways, guys, I just want to get on here, like I said, for a brief moment and just kind of talk to you. I'll just get a couple shout outs right quick as well because I think I want to give some shout outs to you. Jeannie Bettis, biggest fan right there. I'll give you a shout out. I don't think anybody else cares if you're on here or not, but I know Jeannie, my BFF forever, she's going to be, or my BFE, bumfuck, whatever you want to call it. She's going to be on here every freaking time watching this podcast. She's the biggest supporter I've ever met. She has her stuff everywhere up here. I know you can't really see it on the table, but she has my Stay in Your Lane with Gunner Lane coasters. She has made me literally everything. She's got me these coasters too, and she's making me a big old Stay in Your Lane sign as we're speaking. She's been working on it for months, and I can't wait to see it. Another shout out. Let's see who else we want to shout out. George Johnson. Heck yeah. Brent Gonzalez. All the people on Outsiders. Woohoo. Remember Outsiders? Yeah, that was fun. I want to give them a shout out as well. Jay Parr, another shout out. My roommate, pretty cool dude. There's multiple people. My mom, my siblings, my dad. Just want to let you guys know, and I know I'm probably sounding like I'm going crazy. I am crazy, but I just want to actually say this to all you. I'm proud that you are proud of me. I don't know why I said it like that. I'm very thankful that you're proud of me. Thank you for everything that y'all do to support me. What do y'all even do? Anyways, that's the point. I am thankful to have you all, and I'm excited to see how everything's going to go in the next couple years. And you know, comment down below. We're going to get back into getting some guests, I guess. I've missed this, and now that I'm actually sitting here thinking of it, I really want to get back into this for sure. So, guys, I love you. Like I said, if you want to be on the podcast, leave your name down below. If this is, YouTube people, whatever. Follow me on Facebook at Gunner Lane. Follow me on TikTok at Funner with Gunner. and I'll see you all later. Have a great day. Goodbye.